The backlog is the dreaded enemy of every physical media collector out there. You have one, I have one, but how do you get through it? How do you get through all of these movies that you haven't watched yet, that you bought, you spent hard-earned money on it? Well, don't feel bad. Do not feel bad about having a backlog. Everybody has a backlog. We don't have all the time in the world to watch everything, otherwise we would. So how do you get through it? I'm going to show you how. You might be asking yourself, Hunter, how do I get through this backlog? You might be in a situation just like this. Oh, okay, it's Friday night. Let's pick a movie out to watch. Which ones have I not seen? Oh God, I don't know which ones I have seen and I haven't seen. I've seen True Romance. I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I haven't seen Cyber Vengeance and I bought it and oh God, I bought it and I didn't watch it. Oh, I bought Beware Children at Play and I didn't watch it either. This is awful. This is terrible. How do I get through this? Yeah, everyone's been through that. Streaming doesn't have everything. It's a lot easier to just pop something on. I know it is, because I've done it before. But you buy the physical disc for a reason, folks. You buy something like Graduation Day from Vinegar Syndrome because it looks awesome. And you might not have watched it because you bought it and it was on sale. Who cares? I don't care about the reason why. You shouldn't care about the reason why. But here's some great ways to get through that backlog, through to how you want to watch all of your movies. There's some interesting ways. There's some not so interesting ways. We'll start off with a not so interesting way. You know what the easiest way to do it is? It's to sit down and watch the goddamn movie. I know that's hard. It's very difficult. You go in and you're like, oh man, I don't know which one to pick. I get this. I don't know which one to pick. I've categorized and cataloged my entire collection, and I've watched about 66% of my collection. That might be a high percentage. Some of you out there going, well, I watch every movie I watch. Well, when you have as many titles as I do, sometimes you get some from work, you get some on sale, and it just adds up. Everything adds up overall to this just fever pitch of just stuff. You're surrounded by it. It's maddening at times. You got to get through that, first of all. First of all, you got to just breathe. Just take it in. You're a collector. You're a physical media collector. Just because we collect movies doesn't mean we watch all of the movies that we collect. There are physical editions that go out of print. There are physical editions that have better extras, better physical extras than other things, and sometimes you don't get around to it. I collect magic cards. I have magic cards that I've never used in tournaments or in play because I have them. I bought them and I have them. I have video games. These tips, these whatever, they can go for anything that you collect, that you get enjoyment out of. Enjoy the things you collect. Don't let other people bring you down because they're telling you, oh, well, you have to watch all your movies. Oh, Hunter, you've only watched 66% of your movies. That means that you don't care about them. I care about every movie in my collection. That's why I purged my collection of titles that I don't care about, of extras that I don't need. I'd love to have 45 different copies of Halloween, but I don't want to have the space for 45 different copies of Halloween. You gotta have moderation and everything, so that's the first tip. The first tip is, well, just watch the damn movies. That's just it. If you can't find the motivation there, or you can't find a cool, fun way to do it, there are some cooler, funner ways to do it, like categorizing your collection. If you go through and you use an app, I use iSorted. There's plenty of other apps out there that you can use price charting, you can use whatever you want. I don't recommend any of them. I use iSorted because it's the one that I found on the iTunes or on the Apple Store, or whatever it is. Whatever they call it these days. It's the one that I found. I got the premium version. I don't get ads. I can use it offline. It's nice. It's a nice app. And everything else here, it kind of fits in with that, where if you know the percentage and you know which movies you have seen and you haven't seen, it's a lot easier to watch the ones where you haven't seen it, folks. It's really that easy. Another way to do it is to categorize by genre. I categorize my collection. I have all of my Arrow Video stuff right here. I've got all my Vinegar Syndrome stuff right here. On this other panel that you can't see, I've got all my Scream Factory stuff. I've got all my box sets down here. And then I've got all the general purpose stuff. All the other stuff goes on these three sections with everything in between. You can categorize it like that. You can do DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever. It'll help you to get through the backlog. It really will, because you'll see it and you'll go, oh my god, I haven't watched Jurassic World Dominion. I haven't watched Jurassic World Dominion. I missed this movie when it came out, but I want to watch it really bad. Well, it's in this section, and it's right here, right next to Jurassic World, right next to Eddie. I'll remember that, and then I'll be able to watch Jurassic World Dominion because I want to watch the movie. It's all about remembering things and doing things with your brain that help you trigger these memories or whatever that you have of something to remember to watch it, and then you make the actual memories. It's just small stuff like that. Finally, there's this interesting, cool way that I saw on Twitter. Can't remember the person, but I'm going to get up and go grab it right now. And that is to write down every single movie in your collection that you have not seen on little yellow and orange pieces of paper to make it look like popcorn. Yes, this is a Stranger Things The Experience sort of popcorn bucket I had. And this is how I'm going to watch the movies I haven't seen in my collection. I've got extra paper in here to write down whenever I get a new movie that I haven't watched. And it goes in the bucket. And when you need to watch a movie, guess what? You go like this, and you pull one out, and you pull out your little piece of popcorn, and then you open it up, and let's see what we grabbed out of here, just so you guys can see a movie that I haven't seen in my collection. And that's Nemesis. It's fun, it's easy, it looks cool, it's a nice little conversation piece. People see that and they think, is that really popcorn in there? From afar, this looks kind of like popcorn. It's up here on your shelf or wherever you keep your thing for your backlog. But it's just stuff like that that'll help you get through it. And like I said before, do not guilt yourself into thinking you need to watch everything that you own. There are people out there that will watch everything that they buy. They buy it, they watch it. They buy it, they watch it. They buy it, they watch it. Some people, like me, they get a little trigger happy when it comes to sales, and they buy things, and they buy movies because it looks nice on the shelf, or they're going out of print, or they have the slipcover. It's a lot of the stuff that I've gone through in my other tip videos, but I still come back to it sometimes, especially with the labels and stuff like that. It's the collector's curse, almost. You know, you collect for what you want to do, but do not guilt yourself into, oh, I haven't watched all of my movies, therefore I'm a bad collector. I'm a bad person. Get that out of here. Because it's your collection. Who cares how you do it, really? At the end of the day, it is your collection. Who cares how you do it besides you? If you like your collection and you like that number of 66%, I like Iron Maiden, so 66% is pretty cool, but I'd like to get it to 100%. I'd like to watch every movie I own. That's why we have the popcorn bucket. And maybe I'll do some content with the popcorn bucket here every once in a while. We'll pull a thing out of it and do a YouTube short out of it or something like that. But it's an interesting idea. It's thinking outside of the box with movies like this or with ideas like that to get your collection going how you want to do it. And that's the last thing that I'll say is it's your collection. You do it how you want to. Listen to my tips, but don't follow them like they're the gospel. So what do you do to get through your backlog? Let me know. I'd really like to know, because it's hard for a lot of collectors out there to get through all of this stuff. So let me know exactly how you get through your collection, how you get through your backlog, how you play your games or whatever. Games are a lot harder than movies. You got to play through the whole game or get your enjoyment out of your $60 thing. Movies, you sit down for 2 hours and you watch it. So that'll do it for this video. If you like this video and you want to see more tips on how to collect movies, physical media, whatever else, check out this playlist right here. It's all of my tip videos, and they're all fantastic, and they will help you save money in the long run.